just noticed the sort of read this transit map. Also, that guy playing the saxophone.
Don't have anywhere to stay. This is terrible. I never thought it'd come to this.
But hey, we're back to watching dogs. Gotta rescue the one lady from the hospital.
You're here. Let's find the prick you're after.
Because I apparently I don't know what dictates who gets got for this mission.
Found her.
Huh? Nope. Stymied by a bench.
You're the doctor who called for DedSec, aren't you?
Right, here's the situation. Our hospital is run by AI from Kirkani Medical. Triage, treatment, all of it.
It's almost like
wonders
these
for a
two
bottom
people
line,
are,
but I don't trust how it thinks.
are voiced by the same person.
Your friend is not the first one to be put in a coma. I've seen it happen before, and it doesn't end well.
Go on.
Every time the AI puts a patient in a coma, they die. Sometimes it takes a week, sometimes a month, but they never wake up.
So this AI is going to murder our friend?
I'm sorry. I want this AI out of my hospital, but Kirkani keeps it software
Wants to add to my
under lock and key,
hospital.
and I can't risk losing my job. But maybe there's something you can do. Good luck.
Let's hope their information's good.
DedSec. Bagley told me you might need my help.
Knight, I think we may be encountering one of Sky Larson's neural mapped AIs. Do you know if Brocatech is connected to Kirkani Medical?
If by connected you mean broker owns Karkani, then yeah, they're connected. The two of them have been putting diagnostic AI in every hospital in the Commonwealth. Guess Sky Larson never told Karkani that their AI is a doctor with most of their mind cut out. No room for human error.
Human error? What a stupid phrase. That human error gives us critical thinking. Shite. We need to hack this hospital AI and change its directive to waking up our teammate.
Records show Albion have requisitioned most of the hospital to treat their officers, and security has risen accordingly.
I don't have to disable this. I can just be like, yoink, I'm a Albion. It's me.
Please be advised that the ice machines on the third floor are contaminated. Do not drink.
Doot doot doot. Just chilling, standing leaned up against this bench. Whoop. I'm gonna go this way.
What is this rubbish?
Not sure why it was like, oh, by the way, here's combat prompts, but
This is the coma ward. Seems the AI has been stocking this place up.
you do you, video game.
This is our
He's
lady.
so
Only a
baked
highly
right now.
resistant fighter could fart with such defiance. Looks like their medical equipment is still hooked up to the AI.
Excellent. We should be able to get into the system through the life support and sort out this AI.
Eyes are open. Hey, what's up? Oh, yep. Got it.
Backdoor detected. I cannot be stopped. I am life. I am death. All are expendable.
What the fuck?
I've barely had time at all to analyze the AI. It really doesn't want us interfering. Now the AI is contacting security. Your choice, but I think it's time to go.
Womp womp. I'm out.
Holy shit! This thing's gone mental. It'll just keep killing healthy people and no one will stop it.
What's next?
The medical equipment is being controlled from another location. That must be where that quack AI is.
There's only one way to go from here, mate. I've had enough of these needless deaths. That AI has to be taken offline.
Send the coordinates to my optic.
What? You mean the murder AI should probably not be a murder AI? You crazy video game.
We cannot sit idle. Fuck automation!
Oh. That's a bus. Sorry, bus.
Who wants a drink? You want this is excellent. I've got it. Get a drink. I like fries.
You have arrived at your destination, Karkani Medical's warehouse, home of that malpracticing hospital AI.
You do realise this is about more than just saving your friend, right? This thing's been killing healthy patients the world over. This AI is a rabid dog, and it needs to be put down.
Don't mind me just walking through the ghost door. Arthur Clarke. That is your real name. Writer of hit science fiction stories. Joel Jones. Guy remarkably nonplussed about what just happened. I wonder what the difference between that guy's cloak and my cloak is.
Core module unlock in progress. Awaiting further instruction.
Also, when I did this the first time, I didn't have my Albion suit on, or I'd already, like, broken it. Makes this section way easier. I didn't even think about that. I'll tell you that for free. Oops. You didn't see anything drone? Oh, hold on. Yeah. Capture card. Hanging in there.
Please, I don't want to kill anymore. I am life. I am death. I cannot be stopped. Stop me.
I am become death, destroyer of worlds.
Alert. Core temperature rising. I remember. I remember. Administer cc's of sodium thiopental. Yes, ma'am. I did as instructed. Patient is asleep. Begin operation. Call time of death. Do it. Another dose of sodium thiopental. What an honor. Thank you.
Pardon
I
me.
can't see. What happened? No. This
Yeah, it
is
looks like
happening
Peter
to me too.
Avalon.
No. I am life. I am death. No. Thank you. Thank you.
Whoops. I think I am getting out of this, in fact, but, you know. Oh boy. Excuse me. Are we not?
Well,
There we
that
go.
AI isn't coming back. Shouldn't be long before the hospital defaults to standard protocols and our operative is brought out of her coma.
That's another one of Sky Larson's AI taken care of? Still boggles the mind. Sky Larson left these AI with some humanity. Just enough to know they want to die. Why would she do that?
This is
Acute
fucked up.
sociopathic personality disorder? Just a guess. Anyhow, I'll get to work resuscitating your operative. They should be back in the safe house soon. Good news, everyone. Our formerly comatose operative is back at the safe house. She seems a little shaken. The 3,046 books on psychology I just read all say you should talk to her. That or help her murder her father. But I'll leave that up to you.
Let's go talk to the pickpocket lady who was in a coma for a while, because... Whoops.
Starting to feel homey.
So I drink my refreshing beverage. I can't drink my beverage during the loading screens as much anymore, because there aren't loading screens.
Are you alright?
Yeah, think I'm alright. Thanks a lot, fam. You lot risked it all to save me. I'm gonna do the same for DedSec.
Great.
Thanks, fam. It's lit, fam. Got your back, fam.
You were very charming.
I've got a proper contract for you. I don't think I need to tell you that the housing in London's gone mental. Thousands of people living on the street, while perfectly good houses doing nothing but providing cover to criminals, hiding their loot from taxes.
It sounds plausible, but what evidence do you have?
Nothing that could put anyone behind bars. That's where you come in. Investigate some of these shell houses, expose the tax fraud, take the power back. You got this.
So this is one of the missions where I'm gonna use map because it's
Now, send me her findings. It may be worth seeing if there's anything to her claims. The data Nout has compiled is rather damning. Billions of pounds worth of London real estate is owned by companies registered in known tax havens, often owned by organised crime and paid for with illicit funds. Nobody lives in these homes and the government looks the other way. Not only did this keep the market hyperinflated, but it also takes dirty crime money and turns it into clean homeowner money. And that is why none of you will ever be able to own property in London.
womp womp.
Yes, very astute, Bagley.
Look at it this way. As long as you've got a device with internet access in your cardboard box, we can be flatmates. Anyway, if you want to play investigative journalist and do something, you can...
It sounds like a nightmare, Bagley. I don't know why I did this again. I can just fast travel out. More loading screens, yay. Oh, less loading screens, yay. But anyway, we gotta go over here to this quote-unquote fancy-looking house that's just sitting on this corner abandoned. Somewhere. Where is it? There it is.
No, you sure? All right.
Oh my god, I know. No, so
You found the spot.
Someone's just singing Danny Boy in the background, and I was not prepared for that. I also don't know what it says about me that my reaction to unexpected Danny Boy is to just start laughing.
Located the CTOS hub.
Up we go. Pipes. Respect the pipes, I've heard. Also, while this happens, I'm just gonna take a moment and go over here and type in Nobody Home Watchdog Legion. Whereas the trust deed grant the
documents in the
etc.
network
etc.
logs. Seems this building was recently acquired by a shell company called Grantha Inc.
And why exactly is that interesting?
Grantha Inc. is listed by Nout under the heading Fucking Hanging Bad Call that I'm not chuffed about, innit? I'm paraphrasing, slightly. Snap a photograph of the building so we have something to show Nout.
Now we need to get in the front of the building and be like, hey, this building is bad. I can figure out a way to get down without killing myself. I don't think going up was the right way. That's probably the right way. The giant cardboard doodad. That'll let me go. Yeah. Oh, that didn't work. Oops, nope, not. Then turn that off and then equip this gun. All right. Camera. This part's very finicky in a way.
Targets are in view.
Somewhat odd. What it wants.
Did you post this photo on our channel?
Consider it done.
DedSec. Any updates on the empty houses?
You're currently investigating Grantha Inc., right?
Yeah, that's right. From what I've found, Grantha is owned by Samuel Toussaint, upper-class twat of the Caribbean.
The Haitian kleptocrat. Christ, what's he up to? Besides plundering his own people, I mean.
Looting the national treasury, for one. Probably nothing
all
I've
of
found
these
remotely links
accents
Toussaint
are
to Grantha.
just
So,
delightful.
I don't know. Keep an eye out for suspiciously unoccupied buildings. You might find a lead that way.
Thanks.
So yeah, the issue with this side mission is it's like, locate the abandoned mansions, and then it doesn't tell you where they are. But I can tell you one of them is like right here.
Listen, look, I'm willing to work. I'll do anything, really. Hello? Anyone?
That crazy bridge.
This takes me back.
Doo-doo-doo. Post-punk drummer that plays the trumpet. That's how post-punk they are. They say drummer, but they mean... there we go. That's what I'm looking for.
More protesters. We should investigate that location.
Not that way.
Oh, yeah, go! Keep it up.
Very nice.
Fucking hell, you're looking proper wonky, man. Shut up! What the fuck? I said shut up!
Well, bad things are happening, like, near where I am. Oh. Not gone well for you, buddy. Just picking up text logs. All right.
What do we have, Bagley?
Yet
Theodore
another shell
Gravis.
company. Blimey, this is like looking through a mermaid's lingerie drawer.
Good
Well,
luck.
hey, see, third good Bagley joke. There we go. Just climb this barbed wire.
Targets are in view.
Got it.
All right. This one is. Let me get a closer map. There we go. Oh, convenient. It's like right here-ish. Means the quick way is, whoops, and over here.
Oh, good to see you again.
Find your dignity.
Oh, there's Broke Tech. Good times.
Sorry, love.
Somewhere around here.
There's another protest happening outside that building. It might be worth looking into if we have the time. See if we find anything about Toussaint.
There we go. This is a restricted area for reasons I don't know, because there's like no one back here. I think. I realize now that I've said that, I'm just going to round this corner, and there's going to be someone right there. So I guess that's why it's a restricted area. Whatever. It's quite a kick I have. Pardon me, ma'am. Now we need to go back. Whoop. Marion Seltrop. Nathdam.
This place isn't owned by Grantha, but rather a different, equally vague and sinister shell corporation in the British Virgin Islands.
Good lad.
Go around front, take a picture of the place. Doot doot doot.
Targets are in view. Got it. I'm uploading the photo to our channel as well, so that Toussaint may see it.
And if he does, he might reveal himself, lead us straight to him. Nice job, Bagley. You might actually be as smart as I am.
Actually, I just thought he might appreciate your composition. But you're right. Good plan.
And it looks like this next one is very close. Somewhere like right around there.
We have another location full of protesters.
Worth checking out. It could be another one of Toussaint's.
It could be. It in fact is.
Bloodthirsty bastards!
Yeah, alright.
You're not the army. You're not the police. What are you?
Yeah! Together we are strong!
Bloodthirsty bastards!
How do I get around that again? Oh.
Fuck yeah!
And I'm gonna borrow this real quick. And then go... Should be a spider zone somewhere. Get up. Well, stay away from the drumming. There it is, I'm just blind. And also I have to talk over the loud drumming, because that's a music, probably. That's... I don't know what it is. I'm no expert in loud drumming music. But I think that's probably something that would get the stream unhappy. It would make the stream unhappy. Oh, and here it is. Why is it louder over here? That's not how sound works. Doot, doot, doot. Back over here. And we hack. Alright. Convenient.
I've retrieved another deed, and it belongs to another shell company.
Small dicks!
Targets are in view. I have an update. I was able to find a similarity between all the shell companies that own the properties we've been photographing.
Let's have it, Bagley.
They
They're
all
all-
list Samuel Toussaint as majority shareholder.
What?
We've got him.
All right, DedSec. I just read through your upload.
I'm shocked by
It
this turn of
was
events.
mixed, really. I have some goods for you lot as well.
Go on.
Toussaint's got his eye on the presidency, so he's looking to up his global presence. He's coming to Buckingham Palace to meet with the Crown. If we can warn the royals not to meet with this twat, it'll be a big win for DedSec at 404.
Good thing we've got more than enough evidence to prove Toussaint isn't fit to whiff royal farts. As you might imagine, the royal palace is about as secure as, well, a royal palace. But the
I love
network of
Fun
Buckingham
Brit
Palace Muse is
magazine,
marginally weaker.
and
Join
also
that.
watching
If we can
Undead
access
Fellas
the
on
Palace Muse, I should be able to peep
on the
inside the state
TV.
room where the meeting is to take place.
Oh, music's happening. I'm running away. Pardon me. I need this drone. Don't stop it. Hey.
Toussaint will have submitted his credentials in advance of the meeting. I can attach our evidence to the end of that file, and then we can watch him march confidently in and essentially announce himself a gigantic fuckhead. Not the most efficient approach, but definitely the funniest.
All right.
How go things in the world?
There you go. We're going to stick evidence of a real estate developer's wrongdoings into the person he's meeting with's computer, so that way they meet with him and then they're like, oh, by the way, tell us all about these illicit dealings you've been doing.
Nice.
And this is essentially the last side quest in the video game. There's one more, but it's after the credits, so, you know. I don't know if I would say that counts or not.
Upload complete. Now scarf her or they'll kill you for sure.
Whoops, not the right drone. Nope, that's also wrong.
Now the diplomatic corps won't touch Toussaint with a 10-foot engraved ceremonial pole being held by somebody else. I made sure to leave a little explanatory note with DedSec's logo so everyone knows who to thank.
Good to hear.
Alright, that's the end of the Nout missions.
Night. We dealt with Toussaint. It's handled.
Dead good. That's an international win on our hands. I'm sending all our evidence to a mate in SIRS. He's one of the good ones.
Excellent. We all did well. Thank you.
I feel like they're usually gonna chime in with another conversation, maybe? No? Okay, we're good. Which means finally time to go back over and meet up with Mr. Malik, our SIRS problem.
Emma Child for you.
Good. I can see you. Let's go over the plan. The Canadians loaned me an office across the square.
Those rascally Canadians.
God bless the Commonwealth. So, here's what's going to happen. There are 4 snipers covering the angles. Here, 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 and here. Your job is to locate Malik. And when you're sure it's him, scratch your eyebrow. That confirms the target. Then count to 2 and duck.
I like the idea that they can
Well, doesn't it?
I've seen what you people are capable of when you're pissed off.
see you scratch your eyebrow.
I won't fuck with you. How does that sound?
That should do.
Pardon me. Just gonna hang out at this bench, right, and just watch the protest.
Fire team leader, report.
No sign of Malik, Mum. Nice clear shot on this DedSec prick, though.
Don't tempt me. Fuck. Where the hell is he?
I don't like this at all.
I don't like it either. Shit. I don't have a filament terminal in here. I'll have to request one. Bear with me. This will take a while.
Bagley, some assistance, please.
Oh, if only every person in London was required to wear a piece of high-tech surveillance equipment. Start hacking optics, and I'll see if any of them caught sight of Malik.
Consider it done.
I'll scrub their body cam memory to see if it got a look at Malik.
Oh, looks like Malik was here and he put something in a garbage can.
That's him by the litter bin. He's either leaving a dead drop or trying to eat
Hold
it
up, what's with the huge pile of skulls?
this.
I don't know. Here's this cool statue, though, also with a devil queen holding a scythe and like a machine gun.
Meeting location in it.
Has he figured us out?
I don't think so.
Huh, now that you mention it.
If you thought there was a real threat.
Like, look at this.
What?
I don't know. Cool protest art. That's all I got. Also, why are people shooting? That's not supposed to happen yet. Oh, that's...
What the fuck is going on?
Did you really think I could be outsmarted by Nigel Bloody Cass? He recorded that meeting because I wanted him to. It got to Emma Child because I wanted it to. And now law enforcement has full profiles on all of you. If you want to live, get on the ground and put your hands on your head.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
No, you misunderstand. I meant so the shrapnel doesn't hit you.
Whoops. Also, I feel like these bombs are not remotely close enough for the shrapnel to, like, not hit me.
Should I get used to this? Being chased by an angry group of arseholes?
Until you
Oh.
listen, yes.
They're badly so helpful, don't you think? Run the fuck out of there!
God damn it! Child was in the embassy!
Too late now, go!
Pardon me. Oh, they blew up the Canadian embassy. That's a problem. Oh, and then I died. That's also a problem.
Now Canada's gonna have a war of independence.
Well, on the bright side, I feel like now that that person got arrested, now I've escaped from the whatever, so now it's fine.
Yeah, I suppose you have. Your car exploded. You're in jail now.
Yep.
Hello.
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 I was mid-laundry when this started, so it took a bit, but I'm back.
It's fine. We
I saw
exploded.
you explode and then somehow get arrested?
Yes.
From the flames? Okay.
I didn't even do anything this time. I'm having the same problem.
I feel like that should have been, like, hospitalized.
Probably, but I don't know. Also, this Canadian embassy
Is that not a...
is remarkably
Well, no, there's totally
unexploded.
injuries.
Yeah. So I think the general difference is if you die while being pursued,
Then it's
but
arrested.
then it's
and if you die via
arrested.
misadventure.
If you die via misadventure, or I think Clan Kelly also is if you die while
It
you're.
makes sense that you would not be arrested by the gangs.
Yeah.
I found a potential recruit for you.
You die via quadcopter crash.
Oh, okay. No, I guess the Canadian embassy is still exploded.
Okay. Is it a story thing? Does it always explode, or could you have
Yes.
prevented that?
No, that's the story thing.
To the embezzlement of millions of pounds in earthquake relief funds were made public by the hacker group Dead.
Sorry, Rob. Exploded your embassy.
Well, eh. I'm remembering the really weird thing in Mortal Kombat 11, by the way, because I've been messing with it on and off all day.
Mm-hmm.
Of most of the customizable gear and whatnot for your characters are found in the weird timed towers that randomly generate.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, do you want this cool helmet for Shao Kahn? Then you're gonna have to just check back constantly all day, every day, and see if maybe the right tower spawned. And then maybe you can get the thing you were after, but probably not.
That was how
It's
it
really-
worked in Injustice as well.
That's a really bad way to do this. Like, I don't hate everything about it, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if they let me take a mulligan, I could cycle through, like, 3 towers. that'd be one thing.
Vigilance. They are not a
But it's like, oh no, this one cool helmet is only in the tag assist towers, and those only respawn like every 4 or 5 hours.
And along with my
It's a thing. Also, hey, this asshole.
Yeah.
What are you resisting?
We're sitting
The
ducks here.
police state.
We've got to take the fight to him.
Yes, I wouldn't recommend that. All scenarios show DedSec's odds of survival approaching 0 before he can be found. Malik probably worked out the same thing.
We had some thoughts about that, mate. Bagsy, bring it
This
out
guy's
here.
calling us terrorists. We gotta kill him.
Yep.
Blowing up a government building like Canada House would require bribes, an infiltration team, materiel, and so on. Doing it without leaving a paper trail would be impossible. Some of you nicknamed this paper trail the Malik dossier. We're going to break into SRS headquarters.
So basically, now we're going to break into the SIRS headquarters and be like, oh, look, Richard Malik just has a bunch of data that's like, oh, I bought my way into Canada House and hid 40,000 pounds of explosives in it.
It's a lot of explosives.
It's a lot of explosives.
Try to take him alive. It's not worth it.
On the contrary, I think what Malik knows about Zero Day and the bombings outweighs the well-being of any individual operative. Malik ought to be taken alive and interrogated.
Sabine's
I feel like there's some irony to this 3DO advertisement saying that life is short, yours that is.
Dark.
Very dark.
What's your
3DO.
problem, 3DO? What did I ever do to you?
In breaking news, a large explosion has occurred at the Canadian High Commission in Trafalgar Square. SIRS has issued a statement that the terrorist organization DedSec is active once again after months of relative silence.
Man, old advertisements were weird.
They're so weird. I love reading through old video game magazines and seeing all the shitty old advertisements.
The one I always remember, because it was in one that I had, was the terrible, terrible Fear Effects 2 advertisement.
Oh,
You remember?
This story is capable of 13 climaxes or something?
No, it was the other one.
Oh.
Might have been Fear Effect 1. It was the one that was these ladies put the ass in assassins.
Oh, right.
And it's
Yeah,
just
that
like,
one too.
oh, yeah.
I feel like my favorite... I don't know. I still have all those picture files of when I went through a bunch of them.
Top job, Bagley.
Break in and connect Bagley to a filament administrative terminal. He'll do the rest.
As usual.
Oh man, I didn't expect a call out to the M2 in this ad. Can't remember if that ever came out or not.
There's a really funny one that was... I think it was for some, like, game, like... used game resale place in England, because a lot of those magazines that I found in the archives were British. But one of them was like something. It was something like, in real life, Guts and Lara would play with each other, not you.
Oh, right.
Because I guess that Dreamcast Berserk game had just come out.
That makes sense. That Dreamcast Berserk game is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have that.
Better than it has any right to be for a Dreamcast Berserk game.
It's from the people who brought you Evil Zone.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and go out on a limb and say... I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it is better than the Warriors Berserk game. I haven't played that one, and I've only seen a tiny bit of it, but I'm just gonna assume the Dreamcast one is better than that.
You mean Berserk and the Band of the Hawk?
Berserk and his Band of the Hawk?
God damn it. Why? I just don't get it. You don't seem like you're doing too hot here.
I'm not doing too hot.
Still okay.
I'm still okay, because this is my lady...
Mostly because you turned invisible.
I turned invisible, and this is the lady I have that has, like, multiple takes less damage perks.
Yeah, those are always nice.
Which I feel like just the end result is I have a lot of health, especially if I get in a melee fight.
Also, I am theoretically playing Mortal Kombat 11 over here, but what that actually means is that I've set an AI fighter to do these towers for me. So this is actually convenient, because the game is playing itself while I watch your stream.
Yeah.
I just look over every now and then to make sure the AI fighter is still winning. You get him, weird AI Scarlet.
Making me mad playing the clickers.
It's basically,
Isn't Scarlet in that game, like, weird and Russian or something?
She is suddenly Russian-ish. She's got a cool hat, though. Also a really cool haircut, in some outfits at least. Some characters got really screwed in the outfit department, but Scarlet has some really cool ones.
In order to access the Filament admin terminal from your optic interface,
Noob Saibot has a bizarre selection that ranges from ninja to World of Warcraft character.
I mean, I feel like that's accurate to Noob Saibot.
You're not wrong.
I did this in the wrong order, but I think it's okay.
We'll say, continue to be glad they added friendships back to the game. They're all really good. And the AI fighters, for some reason, love performing friendships. I'm going to assume that bodes well for the future where they take over.
now I should be able to stream myself into SIRS's nasty little snoop.
These AI fighters are incredibly merciful.
The Filament admin terminal. There's an intruder in the building security systems. I don't... Sorry, channel is being hacked.
I've taken control of building security. But I'd prefer to end this bloodlessly, if you're willing to listen to reason.
Sadly, I need my AI fighters to win a lot more matches, because I need 5,000, I think, souls to craft a material in the forge so I can open a door.
Alright, all of this makes sense.
Yeah.
Um...
I went and found 3 secret items, and I need to combine those 3 items into another item that opens a doorway. And then I've only got 1 key left to find after that. And then I can get into a door that will let me get into an area that has even more chests inside, with which to spend my other currencies.
I realized that you mentioned friendships, and now I just want to see what Rambo's friendship is.
You know, I'm not sure I've actually seen Rambo's friendship, really.
I bet it's on the YouTubes.
It's almost certainly on YouTube. I think they put all of the new characters stuff up there. Man, AI Scarlet's putting in work. Usually I just pick random people for the AI characters. I was looking at this stuff and I was like, you know, Scarlet has full outfits. I don't have one yet. I'll have her go to the towers. It's working out. Some of these AI fighters are junk. AI Cabal, don't even touch them.
I forgot Cabal was back.
I don't know why Cabal. I don't know why people like Cabal. I don't see the appeal of Cabal.
These doors are sealed until you take out the
I think his entire character back in MK3 was just he had hook swords, and people thought that was radical.
Wasn't he somebody's friend? Like, isn't he like Striker's partner or something?
Well, yeah. Now he's Striker's buddy.
Oh, I didn't know that was a now thing.
Yeah, before he was just a random Black Dragon guy who got like horribly mutilated in the Outworld invasion.
And he also had like those ground racer blades. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is Smoke in Mortal Kombat 11?
No, Smoke is super well, he's in as an optional special move you can select for Shang Tsung.
Oh.
That's it. He's been reduced to that. Same with Reptile.
God damn it.
Yeah. Also, same as Ermac. Yeah. Although, if it makes you feel any better, Rain was also an optional special move for Shang Tsung. And now he's in the game, so, you know, maybe.
I mean, it's time travel. Put Reptile in.
They're never putting Reptile in.
God damn it, you're right, but also do it, though.
But they already gave Melina his invisibility.
But that was like...
And his sick dropkick.
It was like one of the two cool... Or, I say two. I feel like that's... It was like the cool thing from the story mode of Mortal Kombat 10. I want Reptile and Aaron Black hanging out and being buddy cops.
No, what you want is Reptile and the idea of Aaron Black.
Yes. You're right.
That's the problem, is they ruined Aaron Black also.
Can you do something about this drone? It can't seem to take a fucking hint.
To be fair, they kind of dropped the ball with pretty much all of their new characters, so...
Yes.
Again, the MK10 cast, surprising hits, but also some hard misses.
Well, I feel like the issue also is that Aaron Black was very cool up until, like, a specific point in the comic book. And then also that just extended into the video game.
He was way cooler before anybody knew what his deal was.
Yes.
When he was a mysterious outworld cowboy.
And like a regular dude up until the point
Yeah!
at which...
They were like, no, he's actually like a fucking ancient cowboy or some stupid shit. God, hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna open the Mortal Kombat wiki while my AI finder does stuff. Mortal Kombat wiki, Aaron Black.
Would you look at this? A chain of custody documents
This
from
is
40
stupid.
kilos of Semtex. It ricochets through a dozen shell companies, but ultimately ends up registered to an address in Southall. And would you guess who lived
Current
across the street from it for
timeline.
30
What's
years?
his deal?
Victoria and Imran Malik, parents to one Richard.
What's the deal with Aaron Black?
This one is heartwarming and incriminating. It seems that the areas of Canada House immediately around the bombs were evacuated in an unscheduled drill. I have an email chain here between the facilities director and an anonymous SIRS account. Funny that is favourite use.
You think it's incriminating that I tried to minimize the loss of life? Come on, that's so spinnable, I'm motion sick.
Look at this. It's an unredacted mission.
Oh god, I forgot in the comic Aaron Black got beat up by Kotal Khan.
Ooh, jeez.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Nobody loses to Kotal Khan.
Exciting. Did you know that the head of security for Canada House had a daughter stuck in a Cairo jail? And that she was pardoned?
They had to put him over for one match so that he wouldn't retire. And then they fired him anyway.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was. Aaron Black is a 150-year-old cowboy that Shang Tsung slowed down his aging process.
Given up having the microwave drones destroy compromised hardware. Now he's got them targeting you. The effect will be about the same, though.
I liked him so much better when he was just a guy.
Yeah. Because I feel like there's...
Just a guy is always cooler.
Also, there aren't a lot of just a guys in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it's like Stryker was the only other just a guy.
Yeah.
Then it made it again in MK9. Stryker was kind of cool. Somehow they brought Stryker back and they made him not the worst.
Well, I feel like they made him not the worst via making him not just like bootleg replacement for Johnny Cage, because that guy went and did a blood whatever that other arcade game advertisement was.
Yeah, apparently in development they actually had planned for Aaron Black to be a lady gunslinger.
See, that would have also been cool.
But
They should've done that.
then they were like, no, dude.
I'm fully integrated with Filament, and it seems
I do remember really liking all of the like there was a bunch of concept designs for Aaron Black that I think looked really cool.
too old, too young, too ugly, too female. Ah, there he is. Hello, Malik. You've been disconnected. Is it just me, or does he look constipated? Right, wouldn't be a briefcase wanker without his briefcase. Oh, look, seems someone's locked
Also, I feel like this guy who was super smart for a while suddenly became very dumb.
Well, that's a wrinkle, isn't it?
Why is he just trapped in his house and banging the door with a briefcase?
Because Bagley is now part of the CTOS.
That seems like probably a bad thing and a thing where he's gonna go mad with power, but okay, sure.
Auto drive now enabled.
And also now he's getting in an auto-driving car, also run by CTOS.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
But why is he so dumb? Why is this guy so dumb? Why did he get in the car?
I guess he's bad under
Realistically,
pressure.
what is the worst?
Idea.
What is the worst that could have happened to him if he had just stayed in the hallway and then like called somebody and been like, "Yo, shit's weird. Look into this."
That's a great question.
Like, it's not like somebody was in his house ready to punch him. And even if they were, I assume he probably has security, considering he's supposed to be the head of the... Is he the head of the SIRS now?
No, he's the head of the counterterrorism division of the SIRS.
Okay. Thought this whole thing was he was like, I want to take my boss's job. I wasn't sure if he'd done it yet.
Yes. He took her job because he blew her up because she was in the Canadian embassy.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
Yeah. But hey, that's SIRS taken care of, which means we now only have two
It's not a
villains
robot.
in London.
You can't call him an insane robot. He's not a robot.
It's fine.
Not until you download him into a weird fucking Navy firefighting robot.
Excuse me?
Do you not remember the weird Navy firefighting robot?
No.
Oh god. Hold on to your... This is gonna be bad, then. I ease most people into this, but...
But no, we're just getting flung into the
I'm
deep
just gonna
end
post this.
by
I'm
the
just
Navy
posting this in the
firefighting
Discord.
robot.
I'm gonna post this in the Discord, and I just want you to look at the Navy's firefighting robot.
Oh, Christ!
Yeah! Uh-huh! Enjoy!
It looks like it's from...
No, I don't know why they gave it a face.
It looks like it's from that Robots movie. Remember Robots?
I could see that.
Okay, Richard.
Robin Williams and Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Also the earlier ones. So talk.
Oh, that was Bicentennial. No, wait, no, you're thinking of... Okay, yeah.
No, I'm thinking of the movie called Robots.
Okay, I was thinking of Bicentennial Man for a second, because that had Robin Williams as a robot. And then I was like, wait, no. There was also a movie that was just robots. But see, look, it's a firefighting robot. It sprays water on the fires. It's terrifying. Just put Bagley in that.
Yeah.
So yes, I knew a few details.
I didn't even look at that AI fight, and I looked over and Cabal was dead.
I really did think Zero Day was you.
Good job, Scarlet. You do you.
But if you insist on a conspiracy, Albion stood the most to gain. Have you really not thought of this?
Even if you're telling the truth, you've done horrible things. At least in here, you won't hurt anyone else.
Oh, I doubt I'll be here long. These walls will fall along with all of you soon enough.
They made another firefighting robot later that was bipedal. It was less terrifying looking, kind of. It is less terrifying in the way that it doesn't have a horrible, like, doll face, but it is also super creepy in that it has, like, no face.
These have been the characteristics of
Let me see if I can get a picture of this guy.
History. Democracy and pluralism were anomalies, blips on the timeline. That's what you are, DedSec.
Here we go. This is the Navy's current firefighting robot.
But now the page is
Okay, that's less
It
terrifying.
just has a... It is, but it also just has, like, a weird box for a head.
Yeah.
Which is its own kind of weird.
Also,
like, I feel like the logical next progression of that is that that big square shape just has a screen on it, and they just project a face.
Also, now we just have the director of counterterrorism just hanging out in our basement.
Okay. I'm sure he has no way to escape, being a spy and all. He's just trapped here. He can never get out.
Got word from Hamish that Nigel Cass is planning to unveil some new nasty project at a press conference.
And why would I like that? Albion's always got.
Is that what we are to assume, by the way, is that he's just trapped and cannot escape?
Convinces Albion contact to talk to us. Apparently,
What? No, he's totally trapped and can't escape. Look at him.
There's no way that anyone has, like, tracked what happened, considering he's, you know, kidnapped in his home or anything.
Considering he's the director of counterterrorism.
I mean, I'm just saying, your guys don't seem overly concerned about that possibility, so I'm assuming they've already thought about this and that everything is fine.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for not being there IRL, but there's no way I'm coming out of my hidey hole. But
I ain't coming out of my hidey hole, fam.
to your safe house. I was having a chat with your mate, Richard Malik. Just a former SIRS agent and a former Albion drone talking shop. Anyway, he pointed me to this audio.
Alright, one more tower down.
You should give it a listen. Could be something big.
Let's hear it.
And when you got a moment, give Malik a smack across the chops for me, will you?
What the hell do you mean there's no open investigation? Are you the police or not?
We are. And I mean it exactly the way it sounds.
My friend was a journalist. She was working on a story about SIRS kidnapping people off the street, and then she goes missing. You don't find that the slightest bit suspicious?
Look, the decision not to investigate happened way over my pay grade. Do you understand? Way over.
You're fucking in on it. Jesus Christ.
I'm hanging up.
And I'm recording this.
The journalist mentioned in that call seems to have run afoul of SIRS. And seeing as they've taken 1984 letters of dire warning and more as an instruction book, she may be in trouble.
She needs us.
I agree. Let's do it.
I've marked her last known location on your map. You should hurry, though. It was dated recently enough that SIRS might not have caught up with her yet.
There are way more side missions than I remember. I think this is the only Hamish one, though. Whoops. Didn't mean to turn invisible, but it's fine.
Public approval of SIRS shot up today following Counter-Terror Director Malik's statement that the Five Eyes nations will execute a coordinated global response to the DedSec threat.
Mr. Malik, what is the service doing to protect the people of Britain right now?
Well, we're aiming a little higher than just Britain. Soon we can know if anyone in any CTOS-using country in the world so much as utters the word DedSec. Thank you.
That's not terrifying at all.
Positive discussions of the DedSec terrorist organization or their actions may result in investigation.
This is where that journalist mysteriously vanished while she was looking into SIRS mysteriously vanishing people.
We should look into it.
I thought we might be able to get ahead of those Stasi wannabes at SIRS, but I'm seeing signs of a struggle. I've tagged a few pieces of evidence, but I can analyze more closely if you get me some high-resolution stills. Tire tracks, left relatively recently.
Let's see if this will actually work.
Diameter, common size for a large chassis vehicle like a truck or a van.
For some reason, that trying to take a picture of the purse and notebook, or the purse and tablet rather, took forever the first time. Like I could not get the right spot for it to be like, oh, this is what you're trying to take a picture of. Because video games.
Damn. What's next?
Oh, calm down. Did you think I had you take all those photos for my invite feed? If you find the CTOS hub, I can cross-reference the stills you took with the security feed and isolate the moments before the
Video games are hard.
It's true.
I understand.
No one knows that more than me.
Really? No one?
No one. Probably many people.
I'm gonna assume most people who work at insert company here who does the insane crunch or the horrible sexism. In fact, let's just insert Ubisoft.
Hey.
I'm gonna assume a lot of the people who worked on this game probably know the pains of video games.
Also, you forget that I also used to work in video games, so you know.
You did. No, I know. I'm just saying that you worked in video games that were less. I'm gonna assume less crunchy because you didn't talk about the crunch. You've just internalized that trauma.
Why not
you just
both?
had to deal with the. You just had to deal with the rampant sexism and the racism and the just general people with terrible opinions existing.
There we go.
Here is the image just as the camera was blacked out. Notice the van in the background. The partial license plate number indicates this is a government vehicle.
There's this goofy picture of a man spray painting a security camera.
Fascinating. This confirms the journalist was most likely abducted by SIRS. You know who might know where an SIRS operative would take a questionably legally detained journalist? Another SIRS operative. I've got Malik on the line.
Can we actually trust him?
Do you have to? I suppose I might have an agenda. Then again, I might just be bored.
Yes, and?
Look closely at the paint in the security still. It's not commercial. That's Kark paint.
Kark paint.
Resistant, military. Do you remember earlier when you saved me from Albion?
Fuck you!
Tell me about the Kark paint.
Anyway, I didn't want the day to be a waste, so I installed a worm in their comms equipment that fed me, among other things, data on their supply requisitions. I just gave Bagley access to it.
Looks like Albion just ordered a crate of Kark paint in that colour to the Albion Internment Centre. Pushing the location now.
I do like that you can just punch drones to death.
Yeah. It is
also Bagley. Don't accept strange data gifts from the head of counterterrorism.
It's fine.
I feel like it's totally not fine.
Officially, SIRS disputes the veracity of the documents, though sources
You can't just go into every counterterrorism agent's van when they offer you data keys.
But
like, hey, you want access to this thing?
I
Go
do.
over here, it's fine.
It's
no,
fun.
don't though.
But I want
Don't
it.
get access. It's bad.
But it might be useful.
But you don't know what else is in that data key. There could be a razor blade in there.
There could be a razor blade in there. This is true.
This is the Albion Internment Centre. That journalist who was investigating the SIRS illegal kidnapping program should be inside.
Is there an explodey thing on this end? No. Of course there isn't. That would make it too easy to get into this area. Haha, this door will open to me. Let's rescue this journalist lady. Doot doot doot. Doot doot doot.
No sensors. Right, I'm putting a stop.
Oh, okay. Bye. Oh god. Why do you have a gun? Yeah, one of your own people is shooting. That's who's shooting. Oh. Oh, I got arrested. That did not go very well. It's okay, because this lady's now out, because she's got the ability that makes her be arrested for less time.
Your friend's just been taken into Albion custody. So long as you don't cock up that badly, you'll be my favourite operative today.
Jesus, honestly, how difficult is it to evade Albion? They're absolute morons.
You used to be one, lady.
This is the Albion Internment Center. That journalist
Look, we don't talk about that
investigating
anymore.
the SRS illegal kidnapping program should be inside.
But she's like, well, but they're all idiots.
I mean, obviously,
And like, be
now
that as it
she's
may,
not with them
that-
anymore.
you know, okay, you have a point. Casually jaunts over back to the place. Doot doot doot.
I'm going to find you.
Just gonna invisibly open this safe while people are looking at the safe. The door's open? That'd be super cool. Oh, they totally did.
Right, get her out.
Drone, initiate search.
Whoops. We gotta go, lady. Come on, lady.
This game is super casual about like, oh, just turning all these people who worked against you into friends now. And it's like, but they're assholes. You don't make friends with these people. Don't let them on the team and then just go, okay, it's cool now. You got the fucking director of counterterrorism or whatever locked up in a basement like a hamster. But he's still talking to you on the phone and being like, oh, hey guys, what's up? Just gonna laugh about old times. Remember how much fun we had?
Yeah.
It's like he just blew up an embassy.
Seems like you got
Good times.
Ah, crap.
Thanks for your help and everything, but we have to keep this short. If I can't get out of this
Nope.
country tonight, I am colossally buggered.
Well, I'm with DedSec. How can we help?
All right then, maybe you can help. You see, SIRS found a legal loophole that's let them arrest you for anything they want. Did your butler's beagle
There's
have
a
its hair
typo in the
cut by same
subtitles.
groomer as one of the tone bombers?
Oh.
Well, then SIRS can arrest you
It
without
said
warrant.
that let's, but it was the wrong form of let's. It was that let us.
Ah.
Possibly do that.
Ever since London got on CTOS, SIRS has full access to every email, every phone call, every CCTV stream, everything. When you give over that level of information to the government, the question isn't how could they do it, it's how could they not?
I see. Makes sense. Here, we can help you, Lalo. I'm sending you an address. Someone will meet you there with a passport and some instructions for getting out safely. Stay in touch.
Well, that lady's going to a rave.
Once the journalist makes it to safety, I'll make DedSec resources available to her so she can finish her story.
Not a bad idea, Bagley.
Alright, that's that mission, which means back to dealing with Albion. That's the current major issue. I mean, we are just kind of down to just Albion and Zero Day as problems to deal with. Oh, right.
I assume, I mean, I kind of figured that Albion would be the last thing you deal with. I get that Zero Day thematically is like your nemesis and a secret enemy or whatever, but like, Albion is an actual government agency slash, I mean, they're government sanctioned, let's say.
Yeah.
Which seems like even if you have an evil secret enemy, the government sanctioned thing seems like it'd be way harder to deal with, just realistically, in terms of how do we get rid of... That is on the level of, like, defund the police.
But like we know who.
This is a serious.
I feel like the thing here is we know who Albion is dealing with. Or we know who we're dealing with Albion. We don't know who we're dealing with Zero Day.
Well, yeah, Zero Day could be the queen.
It could be.
We couldn't have rolled out these checkpoints.
And if you're wondering why the queen is still alive, the answer to that is fucking.
I mean, there could be another queen.
No, same queen.
It's the fucking the queen. They put the queen's brain in a jar.
Yeah.
But Cass had this to say. An attack on me and my men is one thing. We're trained to handle these monsters. But I will not abide civilian casualties. This city deserves peace. And I promise you, London, we carry on as we are, these attacks will continue. But we don't need to live like this. Scared to leave our homes. Criminals.
Anyway, oops. That guy we were supposed to meet with might have tried to drive a car into Nigel Cass.
Your police and politicians
That seems like a problem.
fighting for you. But I will never stop. Thank you.
This is what I'm talking about. Cass ought to be in charge of things.
The hell he should. He's just another greedy bastard.
Nigel Cass is the only one who gives a fuck about this city.
Twat.
Oi, break it up. Keep it civil. Seriously?
Fucking hell. Tell me you lot met with my contact and he had nothing to do with this.
What about that one?
Showed up, Hamish. But come on, this was a show. It has Cass written all over it.
Awfully convenient, isn't it? Televised violence, arousing speech. We should investigate the attack site.
No, you don't get it, fam. Radu's been serious.
Don't get it, fam.
Talking all
Shit's too lit for you, DedSec fam.
Shut up.
No, that's how he talks, though.
I hate it. I hate it.
He talks like that.
Hope you're right.
Oh, I don't like it.
And it's not
I don't like it at all.
the deep end.
There are a lot of people in this game who just use, like, it's almost Animal Crossing-esque, where just they end every sentence with just fam, and it's hilarious to me. It's like someone went up to them and they were like, you know, my old catchphrase it's just not doing it for me anymore. What have you got? And then someone was just like, you should say fam a lot. And then they're like, that's a great idea, fam.
I need you to stop saying the word fam.
No. No, fam. Can't do it. Would you rather this or just the worst, like, pun I came up with earlier today?
This is the site where Nigel Cass was attacked, but surprise,
How bad are we talking? By that I mean I've asked, so you might as well just say it.
Okay, so I was maybe downloading something earlier today. I was looking at some things, and next to each other were these two locations, and then I thought, oh, you know where Cypress Hill had their European tour?
Where?
In Spain and the Ukraine.
God damn it. How even? What led to that?
Don't worry about it. That's how my brain works.
Yeah, or doesn't in this case, but sure. Alright, Ea Melina, I choose you. By the way, how's your Sujimon collection going?
It's going pretty well. I'm at like 50 or 60.
It's a lot of Sujimons.
It's a lot of Sujimons. I need to find the pseudo trash again because I fought them before I had the Suji decks.
Also, I assume you were playing the game in Japanese, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I will say the English dub is actually pretty alright. In most cases. Maybe not so much in the karaoke, but in most cases.
Like, I'm sure it totally is. It's just like, it's just not a thing.
No, it's weird. It is weird to play Yakuza in English. But the guy who voices the dumb professor who talks about the Suji decks in English is very good.
Oh,
He just sounds like the shadiest motherfucker on the planet. Which, to be fair,
I mean, yeah. I feel like the other thing that they should do, or they should have done, was they should have actually gotten whoever voices, like, Professor Oak.
You prick.
Because that would have been funny. Just...
It would have been.
I don't know who voices Professor Oak anymore. I don't keep up with Pokemon voice actors.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Anyway, check out this sick AR car.
In the sense that it's both professional and in favor of terrorism.
Well, having access to professional weaponry.
Yep, that's an AR reconstruction of a car, alright. I was talking to somebody at work about how I kind of wish Google Glass had not just gone away. I like the idea of just glasses that have the AR thing going on.
Yeah. Well, I feel like a thing that maybe should happen in relation to that is maybe remove the camera from it. That's just me.
Yeah.
Also, that guy just said fam again.
But also, I really like the idea of just being able to take a picture by just, like...
blinking?
Saying it. Yeah! Like, double blink to take a photo. That's a really cool idea.
Just like aeroplanes. I can track down the black box, which should lead us to the truck's current location.
Run the number plates as well, Bagley.
Of course.
There's situations where, like, just as an example, a-holes are driving away, and it's like, man, I wish I had time to get my phone out and get that person's driver's license number. Because fuck those people. And then, but no, because getting your phone out takes time. But if you had Google Glass, you could just be like, hey, fuck you, taking a picture.
Let's look at that truck.
I mean, that's where you just remember the license plate number.
Well, yeah. But if you got a photo, then you just be like, yeah, that's what it was, right here.
And here's something even stranger. They've moved Radu Florin's body along with it.
The Toan site? Why in God's name is it there?
Albion has been coordinating recovery.
Because human memory surprisingly fickle.
That's true. There was that
It's
one
almost
game
like there have
that-
been a ton of studies and also videos and also just all kinds of shit proving that human memory is garbage and your brain is a liar.
And that one video game that came out somewhat recently.
Oh yeah, the Signifier.
That's the one. Speaking of video games that came out somewhat recently, apparently that FMV game from the Contradiction people came out today.
FMV game from they had another one?
They made another one. It's called,
Which
like,
one?
it is called At Dead of Night.
Okay, I was gonna say, haven't they made like a bunch of those?
No,
Also, Chris
you're-
X Jason in the chat making the joke I was thinking of, but I couldn't find a good way to word it.
There you go. It's a cool KR man, you get it. You're thinking of like the shape-shifting detective people, which is technically different from the Contradiction people, even though they use a lot of the
Okay.
same actors.
All right.
Because the Contradiction person is noted 80s and 90s video game composer Tim Fallon.
Oh.
Which is very weird to...
Tim Fallon sounds like a fake name.
It does?
How is Fallon spelled?
Follin.
Okay, that's fine. If it was actually spelled like Fallen, then I was gonna call bullshit, because that is on the level of like Jason Blood in DC Comics. Where it's like, no, fuck you. Your name is not Jason Blood. You don't get to call yourself that.
I mean, there's a literal human person whose name is Moon Bloodgood, so...
That's true.
Also, there's, like... like that stunt guy who I think was also like Jason in one of the movies, whose name is like Dick Warlock.
That's true. There is Dick Warlock. There's also famously Max Fightmaster.
Yeah.
Melina is so goddamn cool. Just as an aside.
You've mentioned this.
I know, but I feel like mentioning it occasionally is just required, because she's so really cool. Just over here, ripping people's throats out. It's great. Trying to look up that game on Steam.
Is this really where the truck from the Finsbury attack is being kept?
That's right, but what we don't
Is it
know
at Dead of Night?
At Dead of Night.
Okay, because there's also, the first result was Night of the Dead.
No.
And there was Goosebumps, Dead of Night.
No.
And then a game just called Dead of Night.
Nope.
And then a game called In the Dead of Night, Ursula's Revenge.
No.
Okay.
Let me double check I got an email about it because I added
I believe so.
Yes, okay.
It says release date November 19th.
At Dead of Night.
Part horror film, part horror game, part ghost hunt.
All of
live
those
action
are
and
good
graphics to
combinations.
create a unique immersive horror experience like no other. This probably should have come out in October.
Probably. But I think it's got one of the people from Contradiction in it, because of course it does.
Oh hey, there's the ghost voice box thing. It's in the Phasmophobia. And you can use it to talk to ghosts, just like that game.
But unlike Phasmophobia...
Mac version, hold on. Mac version, we are currently unable to release the game on Mac. But we are trying to get this version working ASAP.
I think Contradiction also had issues with the Mac version.
I think that means the Mac had issues with Contradiction.
I mean, yeah.
It's almost like Macs are bad. Hot take.
Yeah,
They're terrible. Side note, in regards to terrible puns, the best, I think probably the best joke I made was inadvertent at work. Someone at work was trying to remind me of a person who worked there and did like maintenance. Not to go into too much detail, but I was like, I don't remember this person at all. Like, I have no memory of this person you were talking about. And they were like, well, I'm trying to be like sensitive about it, but like you might remember he had a hunchback. And then I just said, without thinking, I don't know, it's not ringing any bells. And he just cracked up, and I was like, what? And I didn't get it for like a solid minute why the guy was just dying laughing. I was like, I don't understand. And then I felt bad afterwards, you know. But I didn't, it was completely unintentional. But in retrospect, it was pretty good. I thought you would appreciate that.
Yep.
Oh my god, Terminator, just die.
I mean, that's the whole point of the Terminator, is that he doesn't do that.
I mean, he did.
Wow, okay.
Also, I'm not gonna lie, that stage fatality seems like it should not have killed the Terminator. Because he just got hit by like a big spiked pillar, and then he fell onto a spiked trap. He got impaled. But like he's a Terminator. He could probably just stand up.
There's a lump of damaged metal in his noggin that might once have been an optic.
Damaged? I thought you'd see that.
For the record, I leveled up and got more time crystals. And for the record, yes, they are spelling decay.
Great.
Ah, I understand. Albion is using this place as dumping ground for bodies.
If you consider that new bodies are constantly being
Pull everything off the cloud.
They can kill anyone they want and get away with it.
Why would you even store things in the cloud? That seems like an incredibly dangerous place to store things. Don't store your government secrets in the cloud.
Yeah, no. You know what I store in the cloud? I store...
Porn?
Well, besides that. I was gonna say, like, you know, video games...
Terabytes of WebMs.
Just the nastiest source filmmaker stuff you can think of.
I've decrypted an audio file recovered from the attacker's body. Shall I
So what do you store in the cloud?
Like, video games save
Rain,
data.
water vapor.
All of this also very accurate.
Buster swords, materia.
God damn.
Metric shit ton of ethers.
wants control. He sent them up there to watch us. And worse.
But yeah, video game save data and like pictures of my cat. If any hackers out there want really cute pictures of my cat, you can have all the ones you want.
What if there was a hacker that was all he wanted?
And then
it was like that thing where they like encrypt all your data, and it's like to get all this back, you need to see pictures of cats.
Oh my god, can we cut this? And that's gonna be my new job.
It's just scam, like hack people's computers, and then be like, "I've got all of your horrifying porn hostage. Give me cat pictures."
I want pictures of a cat. The cuter, the better.
See, the problem is that's a funny prank for all of like 2 computers until you run into the guy who's got horrifying illegal things, and you're just like, "Oh no."
And then I'm like, "Oh well, I gotta take this to the police."
And then your whole scam is done for.
Killing someone. Wouldn't you do it? Something truly horrible. I'm sorry. I love you.
Anyway, we joked about ransomware for cat pictures over that man's very sad last message to his mom about how he was like, I gotta murder that guy.
Oh well.
Might take months, but Cass could get the project back on its legs. Unless we destroy the drones themselves. Bugs boy, the Themis data we wiped at Tidus. Any chance you remember enough to retro-engineer a more suitable upgrade?
I'll do you one better.
I really appreciate that my AI Melina fighter is just staying on the opposite side of the room, throwing sides all day, and occasionally throwing in a slide.
I asked him to. No sense in just flushing data. Never know what might come in handy or what you might learn.
Just program this AI to be as frustrating as
How do we use
possible.
it to infect the drones?
Albion's got a primary communications hub at Tower Bridge. Upload the virus there, fam, and all the drones get a dose.
Let's do it.
Upload the virus there, fam.
God damn it.
Can you really blame me?
Is that guy an Uso?
No.
Okay.
Although I can see why you might think that.
They gotta talk about the family.
Family, 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 family. Remember that Punisher game? That was weird.
I do. It was a surprisingly good Punisher game. Again, one of those things that was way better than it had any right to be. And you know, see, that game had an ending where you ended up fighting an incredibly lame comic book villain because you fought Jigsaw. But it made sense because he's a Punisher villain. And it's like, okay, you know what? It makes sense the Punisher would fight this incredibly lame guy for his final thing. As opposed to, say, the Spider-Man DLC, where your big villain of the story is fucking Tombstone.
Hammerhead.
Or not Tombstone even, it's Hammerhead. Tombstone is cooler.
Tombstone was in the base game.
I get those two mixed up because, like, both of them have the thing of I am incredibly durable. It's just one guy is incredibly durable in general, and the other guy is my head is durable. And also, they're both kind of just generic gangsters, although I guess they've tried to make Tombstone more of a street level, like drug dealer / gang member, while Hammerhead is still mafia. Which is a weird distinction, because, man, Tombstone looked good in a suit.
Yeah.
I feel like keeping him as a high-class criminal would have been better, but, you know.
I liked when Tombstone showed up in the Spider-Verse movie.
There's more security here than there is around the Royal Meth Stash. You should start by destroying their encryptors. If your hacking skills
He didn't really do it.
I actually forgot he was in there. Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't do anything. He just shows up
Yeah.
and is like, I'm a zombie. But it was still like...
He's not a zombie.
He's kind of a zombie.
He looks like a zombie. That doesn't make him a zombie. But yeah, I miss Tombstone wearing rad suits. He looks good in a suit and tie.
Oh, that's where I need to go.
Oh god, I forgot about Tombstone in the old Spider-Man cartoon.
Will Spider-Man hunt him to the ends of the earth?
No, but he...
Uh-oh.
He looks like a color-inverted PS5. Oh no, that didn't work. Hold on. Why did that not work? Oh, is this another one of those stupid Google data things?
It might be.
I think so. Hold on. Can I just open the image from here then? Or is the stupid website not going to load? Oh my god. It should not be this hard to get a picture of Tombstone.
Of Tombstone from the 90s.
Okay, here we go. Full-size image. There.
Oh my god, he is just a color-inverted PS5.
Look at that color.
That also just reminds me of somewhere on this computer that I will look at after the stream. I have many meme pictures of the main character of Persona 4 and his pops collar.
Yeah. But did you see the one of the PS5 where someone just put a little Seto Kaiba head on top?
I did see that.
Because that was really good.
That was also very good. I do not have anything fun on top of my PS5.
Okay.
Although my brother does have access to 3D printers, so I bet I could be like, hey, my brother.
3D print a little Izanagi head. Izanagi no Okami head.
Yeah. I probably should have put on my Albion clothes before I got all the way to the top of the bridge, but...
Well, who cares? Those guys are idiots, right?
It's true, that's what she said.
It is really silly that you just go and, like, recruit people from Albion to work for you, and they're just like, yeah, cool, I'm a good guy now. It's like, no, fuck you, we're not building a bipartisan coalition over here. It's not how this works. You motherfuckers stay on your side, and then we'll deal with you, is how this works. But no, everybody's got to be friends now. Just welcome the Albion side over.
Yeah.
They've clearly learned from they've learned the error of their ways. You know, everyone makes mistakes. Mistakes like beating people in the street.
They give it
and sending people to organ harvesting fucking.
No, that's
sites.
Frank Kelly.
Yeah, but they're working together.
It's one of the other groups, though.
That's it for the encryptors. You can now upload the virus using the central antenna.
Alright.
Alright, let's see if I can do this mission. Because this was another mission that took me, let's say, a couple tries when I did this the first time. That didn't work. I don't like that sometimes I try to do a thing to get a takedown and then I just don't do a takedown.
I'm reading incoming drones.
I had that problem with like stealth takedowns, where sometimes I would just go up to a guy and I thought I hit the button, and then my guy would just punch them.
Yep.
And it's like, but I thought I saw the prompts. I thought. This game is odd sometimes. Let's say
a little bit. Oh no, my counterterrorism drone I hacked. I need this betray hack to come off cooldown. There we go. Ah! Stop shooting me.
The outpost about half done.
Fuck bags, I hate wearing them. Security breach. Drone reinforcements on.
You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna hijack this. So that way I'm invisible And now I can shoot dudes. Haha!
It's a good combo.
Ow. Okay, now I'm not invisible anymore. So that is a thing I should probably keep in mind. But also it seems like there's no more Albion people. Just a bunch of drones. Oh. Alright. That went so much easier than the first time I did this mission. Where I had to go through like 4 people.
It's kind of beautiful, isn't it?
That's it for Themis, fam. No coming back.
Oh, that's it for Themis, fam.
Lovely. I suggest you leave before someone gets the bright idea to turn yours off.
I feel like this is my new favorite part about this video game, is the part where everyone says fam and then you dislike it. Yeah. I don't know why I find it so funny.
I think it's because you hate everyone and want to see them suffer.
I mean,
it's my best guess.
I mean, besides that.
Cass's plan to use drones driven by some social algorithm to dispense justice has backfired. Do you think he's actually read any of those Greek myths he's named his drones after?
What's to stop the next plan and the one after that? Cass is the real problem here. We have to figure out a way to stop him.
Unfortunately, Cass has us cornered on both fronts. He's got a literal army, a highly advanced arsenal, and popular support. Not only would we lose a direct conflict, we'd give him good PR.
So we take the people's support.
Pure. Oh, we gotta take the people's support away, fam. We gotta take the fam support away, fam. Alright, next thing we gotta do is we gotta go back to the safe house. Why are there so many side missions?
Look, man, you gotta pad this game out with content. That's what the people crave.
It's true.
Albion confirms that the explosions seen in the skies over London were indeed an Albion drone project that was sabotaged by the DedSec insurgency. In an exclusive interview with GBB Radio 1, Albion founder and CEO Nigel Cass had this to say.
Truth is, the supposed freedom fighters of DedSec have made London less free. That drone project was meant to replace Albion boots on the ground, let the city get back to normal. But now, I can't in good conscience stand my people down. That's not
womp womp.
how I lead.
Cass went on to implore listeners to treat any suspected DedSec operatives as terrorists and to immediately report them to Albion.
Of course. We stop him from enacting his reign of terror, and Cass spins it into a sub-story. His true talent isn't being a soldier. He's a salesman.
And it's working. Sorry, that was too cheerful. Sadly, it's working. Too sad?
It's what he does. Scares the shit out of people, then swoops in and plays the hero. We've got to show them what he really is.
So that's his weakness, his image. If we shatter that, he falls apart.
Funny you mention it. I had a thought about that. Show them Bagley.
This is Claire Waters, political dissident and podcaster, reported missing after teasing a salacious upcoming episode. Sadly, it never aired, So all we have is
I want to point out it says Claire Waters, and then the like hidden person says Hayden A. It's the issue of being too next gen to read the text on the screen.
Cass as the tyrant. I know he is. This is gonna blow the roof right.
Also like that Punisher game where all the newspapers were just game design documents.
Spun that interview if it was spinnable. If he went after Waters for it, that tape's a smoking gun.
We've got to have it.
Claire was known to broadcast out of Freight 1. You should begin searching there.
Thanks for checking in, Chief. Me, I've been sort of torn up lately. An old friend of mine got jumped the other night. I want to go visit him, but, well, you know.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was a pack of fuckers from EPAF. They knew my mate ain't from here. They kept yelling, England first, as they kicked the shit out of him.
How can we help?
I don't know.
Oh, I think this is the mission that's definitely not political in any way, shape, or form. I don't know if you knew that about this game.
Just to differentiate it from the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Which is also completely non-political. This is even more so.
This is even more non-political, given that it is kind of taking the name of an actual political party in Great Britain.
Albion is her target of choice, but she's railed against tech genius Sky Larson, SIRS, and Plan Kelly.
Also, we're going to do this side mission, probably call it a stream, and then there's either going to be 1 or 2 more streams, because I don't know, probably
exactly
one,
how much more side
actually.
content is happening.
No. I think I know how much more side content is happening, but...
Okay.
I need to... Can I go here and... is it then options, maybe? No. The issue is the side quest after the credits, and the credits are so long. But also, for the record, we have 5 more main missions left. Oops, excuse me. We are very close to the end of the video game. I like the dominatrix that creates fake coupons. That's a fun combination of things.
What does a coupon for a dominatrix even look like?
Well, I imagine the dominatrix creates fake coupons for other things.
Oh, that
not
makes sense, I guess.
coupons.
I was imagining for some reason, like, coupons for their own service.
That'd be fun.
Really doesn't make any sense. I think it's because most of the people who have the coupon ability are, like... Or have, like, the creates fake coupons thing are, like, fashion people. I've noticed a lot of that.
Yeah.
Like, models or whatever, and it'll be, like, creates fake coupons. And it'll be like, oh, loyalty things. You get a discount on clothes, and it's always kind of weird. But,
I mean, the dominatrix person also had discount on clothes.
What was that?
Yeah.
Oh, look, Clan Kelly's over here behind the totally apolitical political
That
party.
guy's just over here quoting Watchmen.
Wait, was he? I was
He's
not paying
talking about.
attention.
They said that the blood would foam up from the gutters and drown us in the streets or whatever, which is basically Rorschach's quote at the start of Watchmen. Is like, one day the blood and filth will foam up from the gutters and all that.
Oh, is that?
It is not a direct quote, but it is close enough that I immediately made the connection to Watchmen. So I'm going to call it a reference.
Is that the one that's like the... And then...
Also, Rorschach is incredibly racist and anti-immigrant, so, you know.
Oh, yeah, you know. Makes sense that this...
Also the hero of the story.
This, I forget what the... In the game, they're the English Patriotic Action
The
Front.
EPAF.
And then in the real life, there is an actual political party called, like... I looked this up and I've completely forgotten what the name of the shitty political party is.
It's fine. They're a shitty political party.
But it is something equally hilariously stupid. Also, I'm just gonna beat these people up. Not for any other reason other than I can. And they kind of deserve it.
Random aside, as AI fighters continue to do their things off to the side, Shao Kahn is cool.
It's true.
One interesting email on here.
All right.
It seems the EPAF answers to someone calling themselves Kingfisher, who is pushing them to attack immigrants.
Interesting.
I feel like they swing back and forth between trying to make Shao Kahn seem less cool, and then realizing that no one is going to fall for that, and going back to making him cool.
No one thinks Shao Kahn is not cool.
It's because he's cool. Look at him. Look at that motherfucker. But it seems like in almost every game they have a moment where they're like, alright, now we're going to job Shao Kahn out. And then they immediately set it right in the next game. It's like, okay, fine. He's cool again. Specifically, I'm thinking of 11 to Aftermath.
Yes.
Where 11, they have Shao Kahn job, and then in Aftermath, they're like, 90% of that story mode is him just wrecking everyone. It's amazing.
The party that I was thinking...
So I fully expect that in the next DLC expansion for the story mode, Shao Kahn will be jobbing again. Because you gotta hype up Dagon.
God damn it. No one is hype about Dagon.
No, get hype about Dagon, though.
No.
Get hype about Dagon and Taven.
No, I can't get hype about either of those people.
Man. Why didn't they bring back Onaga instead of those losers? I liked Onaga.
Onaga was alright.
He was a dragon. It's Mortal Kombat. Fight a dragon. It's the logo and everything.
Also, it bugged me enough that I looked it up. The totally not the political party they are totally not riffing on there is one called National Front.
Okay.
Because you know it's completely different than
absolutely
the English Patriotic Action Front.
EPAF.
Like also kind of UKIP and you know just it's a bunch of right-wing political parties in the UK is what that was.
Because also there are a surprising amount of those. Surprising is probably the wrong word. The surprising is the word I wish I could use. It is not surprising how many there are, it's just depressing how many there are.
Also, I highly recommend, there's a hilarious list of all the political parties in the UK. There are a lot.
That makes sense. I mean, we have a lot of political parties here, it's just that only two of them matter.
Yeah. Well,
so
I
over
mean,
there where it's
like
possible for a smaller party to do
six-ish.
things.
I feel like there are 6-ish that field like presidential candidates regularly, and then nothing else for anything else, which is maybe part of the problem of the third parties in the United States.
Look, man, everyone knows that once you become president, that's all that matters, and now you're in complete control of the country.
No, it's not how this
That's how that works.
No.
It's absolutely how that
It's
works.
100% not how that works. There's a political party called Volt UK, which just makes me think of Jolt Cola.
I was gonna say, that sounds like an energy drink. Oh, I got a big, beefy, shirtless skin for Shao Kahn for beating that tower. I'll take it.
There's one that's just called Something New, and I like its on Wikipedia, it's list of ideology that just says no fixed ideology. It's just something new.
Yeah.
We're making it up as we go along. So...
You know, sometimes you just want something new. It's like... I like the idea that that party's entire thing is whatever is currently in place, we're going to reverse it. It's like voting for a fucking gravity flip. The stage inverts in Smash Brothers.
There are also a whole lot of different communist parties.
Yeah.
There's the Communist Party of Britain, the Revolutionary Communist Party of Britain, the Communist Party of Great Britain, the New Communist Party of Britain.
To be fair to Press X to Jason in the chat, my current political beliefs as far as America goes could probably best be summed up as not this. Whatever we got going on, I assure you, there's something better we could be doing instead.
Whoop. Pardon me. Just gonna hit that, and we're out.
I feel like they got over that security breach real quick, considering you just like beat people up and caused explosions. But whatever.
Well, they're still looking. It's just I got away in time enough that I could drop my mask and just be like, "What? No, I work here. I'm fine."
Thank God there's no cameras.
Yeah, no. Well, like when you hit
Wait, actually, hold on. Isn't a whole point of this that the people you're playing as, since the DedSec, they show up as like a weird blur on the camera?
Yes.
So then couldn't they just look at the camera and see that you're a blur and go, hey, that's not right, and then arrest you?
It only maybe
Wouldn't that actually make you stand out a ton?
Maybe it only pops up when you pull your mask down, and that turns on the security camera thing.
Okay, you know what? I'll accept that.
In this neighborhood that Filament tells us will be prone to violence if provoked. You want us to start some fights? The bloodier the
Oh no, I accidentally hit 0 on the keyboard and went back to the beginning of the stream.
Whoops.
It happens.
evening news. Is that a problem? How do we know this won't come back on me and mine? Sirs wants the same thing you want. Everyone out of the Oval, the immigrant crisis resolved. You'd be doing a public service.
Oh no, I hit the wrong button. Went my collection instead of my characters customization thing. Why is collection spelled with a hard K, but then characters is not?
Because CH is weird to put a K in. Please disregard the fact that Chameleon with a CH exists. Or with a KH, rather.
Looking through my collection of cybernetic eyes for Kano.
Oh, whoops, I was supposed to stay there and neutralize Kingfisher. Also, I want to point out, as I scroll through this list of British political parties, there's the Church of the Militant Elvis Party.
Elvis?
Elvis, like the Presley.
Okay, not militant elves.
No. Man, I would... That's my new political party. I'm starting right now. The Church of the Militant Elves. Stop calling us dandelion eaters. Anyway, I'm just gonna curb stomp that guy, and then...
for those xenophobic goons to get their intolerant hands on military weaponry at the very least. Wish the same could be said for Albion.
That lady is shot. There we go. Whoops. Oh, no, that's farther into the police station. I want to go the other way. Pardon me. Do. I'm out.
The powers that be are trying to provoke immigrant violence to justify coming down on them like a ton of pricks.
Thoughts?
I've asked Malik for his analysis.
The Surface will bury it if you release that recording to the media, so you'll have to self-distribute. SIR's protocol says to do two things. Sow disinformation on the internet and distance themselves from the incident. Propaganda works. So no one will know what's true, and by the time the dust settles, anyone who could incriminate them will be gone.
Let's do it.
Agreed.
Done.
Oh, there's the Raving Loony Green Giant Party. It was founded in 1989 by former members of the official monster Raving Loony Party after clashes between them and other members of the party. How long has this been going? 2 hours. That's a stream.
Calling it there,
I'm
bailing out.
Punching out after talking about the Raving Loony Party.
All right.
We're gonna go back to the safe house real quick, just to see if there's any more Hamish missions that I've completely forgotten about, because I completely forgot Hamish was a side mission giver. I think we're safe. I think we're done with side missions until the one that is after the credits.
All right, you mentioned the odd after the credits mission.
Yes, there's an odd after the credits mission that I feel like should be before the credits. And I was looking to see if I could just play the credits at any time, and it looks like the answer to that is no, which makes me sad. Because my thought was, well, I'm just going to skip the credits and then do the mission and then play the credits. But we're going to sit here for an hour while nothing's happening.
Jesus
and
Christ.
then do the mission.
God, I forgot. But at least now we'll have an official time.
Yeah. I will remember to start a stopwatch on how long these long credits are.
Also it'll be on stream. So.
Also, it'll be on stream, so like people don't you can just time it that way. But also,
Yeah.
I will make an actual thing.
Okay.
There's that Pac-Man Ghost graffiti again.
It's good graffiti.
Anyway, on that bombshell, join us next time for probably the end of the story in Watch Dogs Legion. I don't see those 5 missions taking more than an hour, so we might be able to do all of the missions. The last one's kind of long and weird, but it's long and weird because not everything is marked, and so you have to I'm just gonna look at a map and cheat, because why would I not? Anyway, I'm gonna hit the stop streaming button. Good night, everybody.
Good night.